Close enough. Close enough. YouTube was popping. It's the boy. I'm back at it. That's some good stuff. Anyway, my name is Sid Capsato LaFleur. This is my finest hour. I'm back at it. I just dropped the first part. Why do I do what I do on this YouTube? Why do I make YouTube videos? That was part one. If you ain't seen that, go check that out. I just dropped that yesterday. Really just expressing me to y'all like more. I feel like to create a true and genuine viewership slash creator or viewer slash creator relationship, you gotta be 100% and just upfront and honest about the things that you do tell. You don't have to tell everything, but the things that you tell, just be like honest about what you do. So that's how I feel. That's what I'm honest about. That's why I do what I do. Go check that video out. I just dropped that yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. It's super good because it'll give you some more clarity and insight about this video like I'm dropping right now. Part two, why do I do what I do? Part one was about like basis of my channel, the themes that I want to talk about in my channel. You know, helping people out throughout their day, fulfilling my purpose, being who I've been called to be, being who I was born to be, and you know, helping y'all out, just get through everyday life and get through things, help entertain y'all, help to inspire, help to really inspire myself and grow myself as well. Excuse me. Either way, part two, like I said in part one, I wanted to make about the concepts, the realities, the names that I give into life practices, if you will, that I want to put on my channel. And I know y'all heard these terms: screw the ceremonials, love against the machine, 4D lifestyle, don't be a dillweed, and DY suck. And I know a lot of y'all like, bro, what in God's name you talking about? You know what I mean? What are you talking about? It don't make no sense. It just seems like I just throwing a bunch of words together. I do everything on purpose. You know, like that what Future said, everything I ever did was premeditated. I'm the same way. I got a purpose for what I do. So it's to make like conversation. But either way, before we get into the video, just want to say again, y'all like for me, comment, and subscribe. Y'all hit that post notification bell. I need y'all to comment. Just comment how y'all feel. Like, what do y'all think the state YouTube is in? How do you think more creators could come in and, you know, just bring something new to the app, to the website. Just do things that could make for better content, things that make for better entertainment. I'm all for all types of entertainment. I love I like watching YouTube entertainment, I like watching movies, I like watching TV shows. That's something I really prefer to do, listening to music. That's something that I really, 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 truly enjoy. I really prefer doing that. So before we get into the videos, y'all comment for me, y'all like for me, subscribe. It'll help me spread the message that I got inside me. You know, help me live my purpose. And that's really to serve you guys and to give you guys the things that I learned throughout my life. If I can give lessons, life lessons in an entertaining way, that'll just, you know, that'll make my life, you know, that's really what I want to do. Money comes, money goes. People come, people go. Sad to say, but it's true. So the materials thing come and go, but living a purpose and helping people out, that's something that, you know, I want to do for the rest of my life. So anyway, let's get into it. Theme number one. It's for the number one theme. That's one of the first, I want to say, like, creative concepts that God himself gave me. And it was called screwing the ceremonials. I say that because you got to understand, in life, one of the major things that hinders us is the actual environment that we grow up in, is the actual place, is the actual people that you know. People that know you can cause you to think about yourself in a way of, okay, I'm this role, I gotta play this role. It puts you in a box that you live in for your entire life that you seemingly should never break out of. However, in recent years, I'm loving the trend where people are being who they feel like they are created to be, born to be, etc., X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. So screwing the ceremonials is so important because we all have gifts and talents, like I was saying in the last video, and we have unique purposes and journeys to fulfill those unique talents and those unique purposes and those unique abilities in which we were born with, right? So if you do not allow yourself to get out of the ceremonial way of thinking, ceremonial thinking means like, the reason I do this is because this is something that we always do, or like take it for the Olympics, for example. The opening ceremony is something that they always do, right? We always do the opening ceremony. We always, you know, put on the sweatsuits, take the gold medals, were the medals that we run in previous Olympics, and we just have a big ceremony. That's like the traditional thing to do in every Olympics. However, people don't train for the ceremony. You know what I'm saying? The ceremony is the least important aspect of the actual Olympics. However, it always seems to pop up. It's always tradition. So that term, screwing the ceremonies, mean don't go so hard or focus so much on doing the traditional ceremonial things in which your community, your environment, even your family say you should do. You should work hard in, or make your life's journey, make your life's passion, make your life's training about doing the things that actually make a difference. Like how Michael Phelps, he doesn't train to go hard in the opening ceremony. He trains to go hard in the, men's 100 relay. Or if I'm thinking about Simone Biles, she doesn't go hard in, picking a, just, training for the ceremony. She's not training for the ceremony. Forget the ceremony. I really want to say the ceremony, you see what I mean? But I don't like to cuss, so I'm going to say screw the ceremonies. It's really just screwing those things that people say you should do, or they say that should matter, or that traditionally what you should do is not necessarily the most important things, or the best use, or the best way that your gifts can be shown. You know what I'm saying? In a creative aspect, in an athletic aspect, any aspect, even in family or in health, like, you don't have to do what people tell you to do if it's not the best for you. You know what I mean? And so screwing the ceremony just simply mean, bro, you got to get up and you got to say, even if your community against it, even if your family against it, even if your environment against it, even if you don't understand everything fully, if you got a calling, a yearning, and you believe that God is telling you to do that, bro, you have to attack that, because purpose is the reason why we're here on this earth. We're not here just to do what people want us to do. We're here for actual reason and actual purpose. You see what I'm saying? An actual true reason and an actual true purpose of which we are born on this earth. That being said, if you allow influences from the things of life, or even things you watch on TV, your friend group, if you allow that to influence you, then you just live in a ceremonial lifestyle. This is what we do. This is what we always done. This is how we do things. Versus, I was born to shake it up. I was born to make history. I was born to do this or do that, or whatever it is that you were born to do. You got to do that thing. If you don't do that thing, you'll experience a lot of, honestly, anxiety and depression, leading to some of the things I said in the last video. It'll lead to those things because you're not truly fulfilling your inner calling. You got to screw the ceremonials. Get away from habits, thoughts, people, anything, attitudes that would try to keep you in a box of where this is just how I'm supposed to be, this is how I'm supposed to live, this is just how I was born. No, you have gifts, you got talents, and you got a unique journey to get it that way. You can't allow ceremonial thinking to stop you from taking your journey, to stop you from taking your path. You also can't let opposition and those people talking bad about you or whatever will come your way. Like them making fun of you, or you not understanding how things are going to happen, or people laughing at you, you not having support, and then failing, and then people pointing their finger at you saying, see, I told you so. You can't let those things stop your journey, because at the end of the day, once that thing happens, all of the journey, all of the failures, no one cares about it anymore. They just care about where you are in that moment. So therefore, you got to screw the ceremonials. Get away from the things that will try to limit you because that's what you were born to do. That's your environment tells you to do. No. Don't do that. Screw that. You see what I'm saying? The ceremonials, and actually live your life. Number one. Yeah, that was a good tip. Now, number two, which actually I talked about a little bit in part in number one, screwing the ceremonies, but number two is loving against the machine. This is probably one of the most, I would say, humbling. One of the most humbling ones, one of the most intentional ones. Every one of the characteristics are intentional, but this one right here is super intentional because it takes you away from your humanity in a sense, and it makes you say, wait a second, I really got to choose what's best, not just what I feel, not just how I feel, not just what I want to do, but what actually is the best in this position. So love against the machine. Basically all that means is, as you take your journey screwing the ceremonials, please understand this. There will be opposition when you take that path. That's just what it is. Look at Neo's life. Look at in The Matrix. I'm always going to talk about Neo because that movie, The Matrix, changed my life. Like, that's one of the reasons I had the courage to start this YouTube. I wanted to start this YouTube But up until that point, it was September 2021. I was thinking about it. And then when I watched that movie, I said, this is what I'm supposed to do. That movie, Neo, the character that Keanu Reeves portrayed in the quadrulogy called The Matrix, that movie helped change a lot of things for me. So, look, back to Loving Against the Machine though. What does that have to do with Loving Against the Machine? I'll tell you. In your journey, like I said, there will be opposition, but you cannot allow negativity to get you to respond negatively. Let me say that again. You cannot allow negativity to get you to respond negatively. What does that mean? Say if I'm going on my journey and say for me, I give myself an example, going to shoot a video. And I'm just shooting my video and I did it, man, I had a great day. It was freaking superb, wonderful shoot. And I got the things out that I wanted to get out. I touched the people. I let my light shine. You know, the flare let the light shine. That's my whole thing. Just letting my light shine. I'm letting my light shine. And then when I get back to the house, one of my phone friends called me, bro, you doing that YouTube? Or, bro, what you got going on? Why you can't hit my phone? Da-da-da-da-da. And they talking about a whole bunch of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with your mission, your journey, screwing the ceremonies. You can't let that negative energy cause you to forget about the great shoot that I just had, forget about the things that I learned, forget about the fun, honestly, that I just had shooting that video and knowing where I'm going. I can't be so, man, why you calling my phone acting crazy? Get mad at him, da-da-da-da-da-da. Love Against Machine. Just say, you know what, bro? I'm not even gonna go there with you. Or you know what, sis? I'm not even gonna go there with you because what you talking about is not helpful to me or advantageous to me in any way reaching my YouTube goals. Or for you, it might be a musician goal or a plumbing goal or an architectural goal or an artistic goal. Whatever it is, it won't help you reach that goal. But you cannot let the negativity allow you to become negative. You see what I'm saying? If you let that happen, that negative energy will become the thing that'll stop you from doing actually what it takes. Because the next time you go shoot, you'll think, I don't want to have another phone call like that. Or you'll think, what they gonna say about this? Or now you'll start becoming negative because you didn't rise above your love against the machine. Like, bro, I love you, but I'm not gonna let you take me off my path. Sis, I love you, but I'm not gonna let you take me off my path. I can't be thinking about what somebody else gonna say about me or how they're gonna feel about me doing a thing because I have a purpose that I'm supposed to get to. You understand what I'm saying? I understand that fully. So instead of letting the negativity cause me to become negative, you love against it. I love you, bro. I hope you find your it. I hope you find your goal. I hope you find your journey. But I gotta take mine. Hey, Mom, I appreciate you and I appreciate your point of view. I appreciate your perspective. I appreciate your opinion. But I got to take the journey. I love you. I'm not gonna let the negativity that you trying to bring to me, that you trying to cause me to walk in, I'm not gonna do that. I'm loving against it. And when you love against the machine thrives. And what I call the machine is the system that the world tries to put you in to be who they want you to be. Meaning, you can't chase your dreams. You got to go work a 9 to 5. That's a stereotypical one. Or your dad was an alcoholic, so you got to be alcoholic too. Or your mom was a drug addict, you got to be a drug addict too. Your brother didn't amount to nothing. You're not gonna amount to anything either. That's the machine. Those negative stereotypes that will try to have you perpetuate something that maybe your community perpetuates, maybe that your family perpetuates. But loving against the machine thrives off of you buying into that system. And buying into that system has to do with getting upset, getting mad, getting angry, and you see what I'm saying, falling for the trap. That's a trap. That's what the machine thrives off of. If you love against the machine and say, I'm not gonna become negative. I'm not going to let my feelings, how I feel in the moment, cause me to start making bad decisions. I'm not gonna let the things that I see in my present circumstance cause me to not look forward and see what's in my future circumstance. You understand what I'm saying? It's those things, loving against the machine, that allows you to overcome the negative stereotypes, the negative perpetuations, generational curses, if you will, across your community, across your family. Loving against the machine helps you stop that process with you. So sometimes you gotta just take the high road, you know? Honestly, like, if you wanna have anything successful, you gotta learn to take the high road, you know what I mean? Proverbs says, I forgot what specific chapter and verse it is, but it says that you show your glory by overlooking the offense of others. By people wanting to point you out, or people want to talk bad about you, people want to do all this extra stuff. It says that you actually show your glory by overlooking the offense of others, by just, you know what, I'm ignoring that. Ignorance is bliss, you know what I mean? At some stage in the game, you got to ignore the nonsense, put on the blinders, move forward. Loving against the machine. That's number 2. Number 3, The first two are super conceptual, so I appreciate y'all for being very patient for me with that. But these next three are not super conceptual as much as just simple being a good person and hard work. So number 3, don't be a dillweed. Don't be a dillweed. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? So, I got that idea of thinking about like plants and stuff, right? And if you know anything about plant life, the sole purpose of a weed, period, the only reason the weed exists is to choke the nutrients out of a plant. So if you got a rose and a weed exists in the rose bush, the only purpose, listen to me clearly and hear me, the only purpose for that weed to exist is to choke out and to steal the nutrients from that plant that's getting life and giving life, is to choke out the nutrients from that plant and ultimately kill that plant. So, what does that mean in society? Don't be a dillweed. Don't be that friend. Don't be that person that I was just talking about in the Love Against the Machines example. Don't be that person that's always negative, bro. Don't be that person that don't have anything going for themselves except to talk bad about people and to bash people and to accuse people and point your finger about what somebody doing or about what they not doing. Don't be that person, bro. Don't be a dillweed. Don't be a life-sucking energy force because you don't have no energy and you ain't got no hope and you don't have nothing you feel like you can live for. Now you're going to try and tear everybody else down and try to bring everybody to your level. And the only reason for your existence, not to sound mean, and this is not me, this is just me speaking on what I see. Your only existence is to suck the life energy out of other people. You see what I'm saying? That's the only reason for your existence. Sucking the life energy out of an individual who's supposed to be your friend. Don't be that, bro. You understand? Peep it. A weed grow real close. A weed grows super close to the rose bush. A weed grows super close to the collard greens or the cabbage or whatever you're growing. Weeds right there in the midst of it. Seem like, yeah, I'm on your side. I'm really with you. But they really not. They really trying to suck the life energy away from you. They really trying to take what's yours and what's causing you to exert that beauty, causing you to exert that, what the word I'm looking for? Vitality, and that's causing you to flourish. They trying to take those things away and suck it out of you, and so they can just thrive on their own self. Weeds grow really, really close to the fruit, really close to the plant. Do not be a dillweed. Don't be the individual that your only purpose is to suck the life energy out of your friends, who they supposed to be your friend, but you really just hating on them, but you close to them. You see what I'm saying? A lot of folks say they hating on them from a distance, but you ain't even hating on them from a distance. You hating on them on their left or their right hand. That's lame. Don't do that. Don't be that person. You see what I'm saying? I had my fair share of people who would deal with it, but thankfully God gave me a gift to be able to understand like, hey, that person's not the best for you, and then gave me the strength to be able to pull myself away from them. You know what I mean? And God blessed me with good friends, but I know it might suck for people who they might have friends 3, 4, 5 years come to find out, but it really was just a deal with. But that goes back to Loving Against the Machine. You got to be able to take those moments and say, man, we made some really good memories and we had some really good time, but eventually that person not for your benefit. They only for your fall. They only for your detriment. You know what I mean? Only for that. Dude, weed has no other purpose. That's the only reason for a weed, for a dillweed, is to steal and take the energy from that plant. Understand that. Please understand that. That's the only reason the weed exists. Look it up for yourself. The only reason the weed exists is to steal energy from other plants. That's it. That's why people try so hard to get weeds out of their garden. And so don't have your fictional garden or literal garden be more important than your fictional garden. That you'll pay more attention to your garden and your plants and your fruits or your crops, whatever it is you're growing, but not look at your own life and say, wait, I need to remove I need to remove the weeds away from my spiritual plants, my mental plants, the things that are giving me life. I need to remove weeds the same way I'm removing them from my garden. You need to remove them from your life. And people who are dillweed, just, hey, easy. Don't be a dillweed. Find you something. You need to talk to God, brother, sister. You need to talk to somebody. Just don't be a dillweed and live your whole entire existence being known as the girl or the guy who all they did was point their finger the whole time. All they did was criticize. All they did was judge. All they did was talk down and talk bad about people. Don't be that person. You know what I'm saying? You got so much more to offer than that. You need to screw the ceremonies and get on your track and get on your purpose and get on your journey and find what it is you need to do. Because your purpose, I can guarantee you, is not to talk bad about other people and to always be in somebody's business, talking about what they should do and what they shouldn't do. And I can't believe you done did this. And if it were me, I would have did that. See, person like me, I can go for all that extra stuff. I'm going with that. Don't be a deal with it. Cut that out. You know what I'm saying? Shit, can't say little flood. Approve this message. I'm saying it. I approve it. Straight up and down. And number 3. Number 4. DYs suck. Right? So, what is a DY? A DY is basically the mature version of a dillweed. However, DYs and dillweeds have one slight similarity. DYs are the people who they may chase a dream, or they may just let fear stop them from chasing their dream. And so now they're trying to tell everybody else, you can't do this and you can't do that. DYs suck. Don't be a dillweed, and please don't be a DY. DYs suck, but I understand why a DY would be a DY, because they're scared and they don't want you to experience the same maybe pitfall they experience. They don't want you to experience the same, I don't know, maybe they're just so scared and they never took the steps. And because they never took the step, they're gonna tell you, don't take that step, don't do that, don't do that. And usually it's expressed in a negative and angry way rather than a really like a please don't do this type of way. You know what I'm saying? DY sucks. So what is a DY? Person, they went after it and it didn't work and they quit, they gave up. And now they spend their whole life miserable or sad or whatever, trying to get you to not chase your dreams, or get you to not do certain things, or maybe not even not necessarily not try to get you to do it, but they want you to make the best decision, or what they think the best decision is. They, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying DY suckers and they're not important, but it's just like, they're just a buzzkill. Like, you know what I'm saying? They suck. Don't be a DY. And I understand it, don't get me wrong, but at some point in time, you got to be able to, 1, let people chase their dream, but 2, get back on the saddle and chase your own dream, bro. Just because something didn't work out don't mean you can't get back up and try again. Like Aaliyah said, if at first you don't succeed, you should get up and try again. You should get up and try again. Try again. Straight up, try again. DY suck. Don't be that person who you try one time, you fail. You try one time, you fail, and all of a sudden, I can't do it no more. I can't do this, I can't do that. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Straight up and down. It's something you gotta encourage yourself, bro. Keep moving forward. And if you stop, and you choose to stop, you can't try to make everybody else stop just because you chose to stop. That ain't how life works. DYs, don't be one. Dillweeds, please don't be one. But DYs suck. There's no reason that anybody in life should be a DY. If you got breath in your lungs, don't be a DY. Live. You know what I mean? Don't spend your life energy telling somebody what they can't do. Tell them that you can do what you can do. You can do this. You can do all things. Christ strengthens you. I can abound in all things because God is on my side. So once you understand that, go do it. It's gonna be ups and downs, but at some point in time, your ups and downs gonna turn to straight ups, and you're gonna figure it out, and you're gonna keep getting victory. You know what I mean? That's the journey that a lot of people are on right now. Even people who quote unquote made it are still on that journey in some area of their life. We never stop that journey of learning. We're all gonna learn, but it's a point in time where you get it, clicks, and you start on an upward trajectory. So that's what it means when I say DY suck. So that's the first 4. Like I'm saying, and when you first hear it, you're like, what the heck do these terms mean? But as I break it down, it gives you a true like basis or a formula or a concept of like, okay, I can't screw the ceremonials. I can love against the machine. I don't have to be a dillweed. And DYs, in fact, they do suck. But I don't have to be a DY either. Those are choices I can make. And those are the top 4 of like just concepts of how I choose to live my life. Like, I'm gonna be intentional about what I do, and I'm gonna be intentional about being the best at what I can be. You know what I mean? I'm also being intentional of being a good friend. Instead of being a weed, I'm a fertilizer. I help my friends out. I help them grow. I help them do the things they're supposed to do. And instead of being a DY, I'm an encourager. Say you can do this. You don't have to be scared. You should never, as a matter of fact, you should never be scared. You should only ever operate in confidence. You should only ever operate in true courage. You know what I mean? That's what you should be as a friend. That's what I'm going to be as a friend. I have been, will be, and will continue to be for lifelong. Period. So number 5. I tried to make this video not as long as the other one. The other one was kind of long, but I didn't want this one to be super long. You know what I mean? So number 5, 4D lifestyle. That's my most recent video before the video I just posted. Part 1 of this series. 4D lifestyle. What does that mean? I'm gonna tell you what it means. 4Ds. 4-dimensional, of course, because we're in the 4th dimension. But diligence, That's 1D. Diligence, that's 1D. Discipline, that's 2Ds. Dedication, it's 3Ds. Determination, 4D lifestyle. Put them 4Ds in your life. Pause. Put those 4Ds in your life. Diligence, discipline, dedication, determination. Nothing, and I promise you, nothing will be held back from you. In any area, aspect of life, nothing will ever be held back from you. Things gonna take time, of course, but be diligent in what you do. That means continually, I'm gonna get up at it. I'm gonna get up and do it, even when I don't know how things gonna happen. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna be diligent in doing my part. Discipline is, I'm feeling kind of lazy, but I know I want to go. Man, it's not like it take up forever, but I know I want to go. I'm gonna be disciplined. Those thoughts come, it'll never work. Rebuke that. I see you leave in the name of Jesus. Discipline. I'm gonna get up and still do it. I'm dedicated, which dedication and discipline go hand in hand. Bro, I'm not gonna give up and cave in and quit because I know where this thing is taking me. I'm dedicated. I see it. I got it in my heart. I am dedicated and determined. Nothing gonna stop me. Nothing. Nothing. I don't care what mama say, daddy say, sister, auntie, brother, community, church, whoever, pastor. I don't care. If I know what God told me to do, that's what we doing. We determined to do what God told us to do. Diligence, discipline, dedication, determination. You put them 4Ds in your lifestyle in any area. And of course, and be patient with yourself because nobody's an expert in that. Even people who are really great in those 4 things, they're still learning. So be patient with yourself. But the old 4D, put them in any aspect of your life. I promise, because that's the way it works. Plant the seed, watch over the seed, let the seed grow, and eventually before you're gonna see a big old oak tree or whatever. 4Ds, diligence, discipline, dedication, determination. Put that into your life, and whatever. Like for me, you gonna see this YouTube growth. It's gonna go up. I'm telling you now. Y'all pay attention. Might seem short now, but y'all just watch YouTube going up past the moon because I'm doing what God told me to do. You see what I'm saying? That's the hope that I have. That's the hope that I'm doing something God literally born me to do. I was literally birthed to do this. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just me with it. It's God telling me to do this thing so that He can spread His love throughout the whole earth. Whatever my impact is, I'm gonna reach this. I don't know all of that, but I know that I got a job to do. So I'm gonna be diligent, disciplined, dedicated, determined, and finish that. Some good water. Take the wrapper off your water. I guarantee it tastes 10 times better. Take the wrapper off, I'm telling y'all. But that's it for this video. Again, I said earlier, like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell. Bro, I'm just learning. I'm literally learning right now. It's gonna come a point in time where I'm gonna be an expert. I'm gonna be cranking out videos, having millions of subscribers. But right now I'm learning. Do your thing. Let your light shine today. Whatever it is, do it. And yeah, that's it. Sit campsite on the flare. It's my final shower. Y'all take it easy. Shalom. 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 Shalom.